Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Beautiful evening, ladies and gentlemen. Woo. Beautiful evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me do a little bit of lighting. Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna be. Woo. All right. Wow, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, colleagues, how are you today? Madam Catherine, how are you doing this beautiful day? Wow. This is a night economy. We are here again. Oh, good evening, Mr. Adioye. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see everyone. Good to see everyone. Good to see everyone. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Wow, good to see you. It's such a beautiful night. It's such a beautiful night. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Wow, it's a lovely night again. It's a lovely night again. It's a lovely night again. Wow, I'm so honored to have you here, all of you. Thank you for showing up again. It's beautiful to be here this beautiful night, stretching to morning. You know, we say it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Good to have you, Mr. Manuel. Good to have you, everyone. Good to have you, Collis. Good to have you, Madam Catherine. Good to have you. Thanks for joining us. It's a culture. When we come, we learn something good. We always remember to tell people to join us. You know, always remember to get people to join us. All right. So put the name in the comment section so that they can be part of this. And then do not also hesitate to share. It's very, very important that we share. If you, whatever you learn, please let's share. Let's share press the share button so that more people can always come here. You see, the first lesson I would like to press across to you this evening or wherever you're watching from is the fact that in the journey of life, we do things even when we don't have to do it or when we don't feel like doing it. I remember I was in a program today at Landmark Beach and I was sharing with some amazing real estate professionals that were hanging around with. And I remember one of the things that I said is the fact that if you only want to do what you like, you may end up not liking your life. All right? If you always want to do what you like, you may end up not liking your life. And that's what happened to a lot of people. They want to do what they like. Life is not always about doing what you like. There are times when you have to do what you don't like to end up liking your life. And that's what is interesting. Imagine a child. A child, if you want to leave a child to always do what he likes, there are going to be a lot of issues in the long run because there are many things a child does not like to do. A child may not like to bathe. A child may not like to go to bed when he's supposed to go to bed so that he can have enough sleep and all of that. So it's awesome. Oh, Celestina, pleasantly seeing you today. Thank you for joining. Thank you. It's a beautiful one. Do not hesitate to tell people on your timeline to join us. Let them join us for this wonderful section we're going to have tonight. So do not hesitate. Do not hesitate to share. Press the share button and let more people be part of this because it's going to be literally helping them to change their life. All right, so don't hesitate to do this. Do not hesitate to do this. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be helping a lot of people. And so you have to, freedom requires responsibility. Freedom requires responsibility. And so if you want to own your freedom, you have to be responsible for it. You have to be responsible for freedom. All right, you have to be responsible for freedom. And so today, I want to talk to you about how to own your freedom and the recipe that make that happen. When I talk about freedom, I'm not talking about you being rebellious. I'm not talking about you not following some certain rules in life. I'm not talking about you being, that's not what I'm talking about. By the way, I'm talking about freedom and in the respect of freedom lifestyle. Ability to live your own life at your own terms, without hurting other people. Ability to live your life without asking for permission. And because you give permission to yourself. Friday is good to see. Let's be here tonight. Let's be here tonight. Let's be here tonight. It promises to be another wonderful section. You want to learn how to have a freedom lifestyle. It's a freedom lifestyle begins with that understanding. It begins with that understanding. Giving yourself permission. Sometimes freedom requires that when things weren't working the way you expected, you are giving yourself permission to still succeed in spite of how things are turning out. Freedom lifestyle requires that you know the life that you want. So you are basically, putting yourself in that position. So how can you own your freedom? How can you own your freedom? You see, understanding that freedom is very important to you in life. And understanding that freedom is your calling. Understanding that freedom can help you to create the life that you want. Freedom is ability to live life on your own terms, at your own pace. So, freedom with what everybody desires, but most people don't know how to get it. So today I'm talking about the freedom lifestyle. How can you create the freedom lifestyle? And when I talk about freedom, I'm talking from two angles. Freedom from something and freedom for something. Freedom from something and freedom for something. You see, one of the challenges of Africa or even Nigeria, where I'm shooting this video from, is the fact that there are many people that have freedom from. Our nation has gone from freedom from the colonial masters, but we got freedom from colonial masters without knowing the essence of the freedom or what the freedom is for. And so many people are still living their life just like the way the nations are living their life. So we got freedom. We're so eager to have freedom from the colonial masters. Just like some people are so eager to say, I want to be free. I don't want to work for anybody. They're looking for freedom from the employer, from their leader, from their boss. But they don't know what is the essence of the freedom. Why freedom? Why do you want to be free? What do you want to have freedom from? And what do you want to have freedom for? All right, so people that learn apprentice work, whether the person is learning tailoring, a fashion designer, he has gone somewhere to work, or someone is learning mechanics and he has gone somewhere to learn. And at the end of the day, in our culture, you will hear things like, it's going to be free now. But this is what they have not been clear about. Free from what and free for what? All right. So many people are running to be free. They want to get money. They want to make money. They want to be free from being broke, but they don't know what they want to be free for. They want to be free from, but they don't know what they want to be free for. Now I want to ask you this morning, what are you seeking freedom for? And what are you seeking freedom for? form. There are people that are in marriage and they just want to be free, and some people just walk out of the marriage when there is no need for that. And when they walk out of the marriage, they're walking out from the marriage, but they are not walking out the freedom from the marriage, but they don't have a freedom forward. They are not the same. Yes, they are not the same. Freedom from and freedom for, they are not the same. So most nations in Africa have freedom from the colonial masters, have freedom from the apartheid, have freedom from all manner of stuff, but we don't have freedom for something. So you have to bring this down to your personal economy today. What do you need freedom from, and what do you need freedom for? All right, so I want to learn how to sell so that I can be free from being broke. Do you understand that? That is it. But the purpose of selling, the purpose of then investing, the purpose of using the money I've made is to use it for something. I want to be able to create an asset that can give me freedom to live my life on my own terms, to be able to live my life, to be able to know, this is what I want to do, the freedom to do what excites my soul, to make decisions without financial worries. I want to have freedom for that. But I want to make money so that I can be free from being broke. So what do you want to make money for? What are you being free from? And what do you want to get free for? Now, that is the foundation. That is the foundation. This foundation is very fundamental. That is already affecting so many people. Many people start business without knowing what exactly they are starting the business for. They only know what they are running away from. Many people, including you. Now, so you need to have clarity. You need to understand what am I looking for freedom from? So you need to hone your freedom. You need to hone your freedom. The purpose of investing to a lot of people are investing for accumulation. They are investing for accumulation. They are investing for a big day. They are investing for a big day. They are investing for a big day, a big payday. But they are not thinking about what is going to fund their everyday life. So, for me, investing is not just about the big day, the big payday, which is what we call the appreciation. Because that's supposed to be a bonus. I'm investing to fund my everyday life. This is what it said. Jesus said to the people when they came to him, he said, today's problem is enough for the day. That today's problem needs funding. So there's only one thing that is a capital gain cannot fund the future, cannot fund your day. It's about the big day that is coming in the future. Solomon the king once said, he said, do not boast about tomorrow. So I don't boast about tomorrow. I expect tomorrow to be big. But I want to boost today. I want to boost it. I boost my today with my cash flow for my asset. I boast about tomorrow cannot be boast about because I'm not in the tomorrow. I'm expecting tomorrow. I'm anticipating tomorrow. I expect the best for tomorrow. But today's problem is enough for the day. In other words, today must take care of itself. So this is it. How important is freedom to you? You see, you need to know how important is freedom to you. There are times in my life I wake up in the morning and I have this beautiful set of boys. I have twins. I have two boys, wonderful boys. They're less than 3 years old. And sometime I woke up in the morning after my morning routine. If you come into in my study right now, there are different balls. So my boys just develop all manner of play. And sometimes they will just take the balls and throw it at me. And early in the morning, they want to play with me. Even, before going to work, they just want to play with me. They want to spend time with me. And I tell you for free, I love every moment I invest with them. You see, I love every moment I invest with them. But this is what happened. I love them. I want to spend time with them. I want to raise them. But I can't do that. That excites my soul. I can't do that if I am worrying about how to pay the bills, if I'm worrying about how to pay the rent, if I'm worried about how to get all of these things done. Because as much as I love to pay, as much as I love to take care of them, to play with them, they want to play with me all day. They want to see me all day. They just want to see me around. They knock at my wisdom chamber where I am now. They knock at the door in the morning. They go to the room in the morning. They knock at the door. They want to see their dad. They want to jump on me. They want to play with me. They want me to dance with them. You see, the point is, those things are beautiful. And then let me tell you, there are moments in life that money cannot buy. You just need to capture them. All right? Those are money. You see, what money cannot buy it. There are experience of life. But this is what happened. You need the freedom of time and the freedom of money to be able to enjoy the freedom of your relationship. So if you don't have the freedom of time and the freedom of your money to be able to enjoy your relationship, you are going to be living life and still be concerned about so many things. And so you're not going to live in the present time because you will be in the present thinking about the future. So that makes you to rupture the present. So the present is not going to be enjoyed because you are so anticipating or anxious about the tomorrow. So you need to know what is the emphasis in your life. Because your emphasis in life determines your approach in life. Your emphasis in life determines your approach in life. So there are ways you can approach life. Some people approach life from security. They just want to be secure. And it shows in the job they get. It shows in the work they do. Because your emphasis determines your approach. So, as a result of that, that is all they do. They are looking for a civil servant job, which is not bad on its own. But what is the emphasis? Security. They just want to be paid, being busy, not necessarily being productive. And some people are like that, and it doesn't necessarily mean everyone that works with the government is not busy, is not productive. No, not necessary. What I'm simply saying, I'm just using that as a scenario. So what I'm saying is this: your emphases are very important. Your emphases. Thank you very much, Joseph. Your emphasis determines your approach. Your emphasis determines your approach. Your emphasis determines your approach. So what you emphasize in life determines your approach to life. Now, nobody can emphasize something for you. You have to emphasize it. You have to come to terms to what you are emphasizing in life. So what's your emphasis? So if your emphasis in life is security, you just want to be secured. It will determine, it will be on all that you do. You just need to watch what you do. You will notice your emphasis. So that's your emphasis. If your emphasis in life is just comfort, all right, you're not going to do anything that stretch you. You're not going to do anything that stretch you. Because the difference between stress and stretch, you see, stress can create a distress to you because it can be destructive. But there's another level of stress that is called, just like euphoria, it's called eustress. It's called eustress, which is EUSTRESS. It's an unhealthy kind of stress that stimulates growth in your life. And so if you see stretching as stress, you are not going to do anything. So some people, they just want to be comfortable. They are not going to do anything that is going to demand more from them so that they can grow. They are comfortable with smallness. You see, because emphasis of the life is comfort. The emphasis of the life is comfort. But this is a paradox of life. If your emphasis in life is security, you are not going to be comfortable. If your emphasis in life is comfort, you are not going to be free. Because you see, all that you do every single time, you're just looking for comfort. But does it mean that comfort is not good? No. But if it is the first thing in your life, you will find out that you may not get it. But what about if your life begins from freedom? If on the hierarchy of your life, it begins from freedom, then freedom, comfort, and comfort, security. Now, look at that. That means you are looking at life from a freedom perspective. The emphasis of your life is that you want to be free. You want to be free to live life on your own terms. You want to be free. What does it mean to be free? To be free means to make financial freedom means to make financial decisions without being worried. That means you are not consigned. You can do things. You are no longer doing things just because of the money. But this is what many people don't understand. Many people never get to a point where they know what freedom truly means to them. So you need to define what freedom means to you. What does freedom mean to you? And how can you begin to create a freedom lifestyle? Now, it begins with a plan. Freedom lifestyle must be a plan for you. You want to be free. You see, being free means you are not, it doesn't mean someone else cannot be free. Because it's not a zero-sum game. Everyone can be free if it is your plan. So what's your plan? Is freedom lifestyle part of your plan? Freedom lifestyle means that you get a job, but you don't depend on the job to then fund your life. You are doing the job, despite the fact that the job still pay you, but right now you are no more depending on the job for your life to be funded. So, if I'm no longer depending on the job for my life to be funded, then what happened? It means that I've choose to do the job, not that I have to do the job. Freedom language means I choose to do it, I don't have to do it. A free person says, I choose to get angry with what he did, not that it got me angry. The moment you say someone gets you angry, you are not free. The person controls your life. Oh my God. That means the person is in charge of your life. So you don't want anyone to be in charge. You can then use a freedom lifestyle language that says, I choose to get angry with what he did. I choose to get angry with what he did. If I choose to get angry with what he did, guess what happened? I can choose not to get angry with what he did. Because it's my choice. And choice and options are the language of freedom. You must have heard this before. This popular saying that when there is life, there is hope. But the truth is, when there is life, there is no hope. Life does not necessarily equal to hope. If life is equal to hope, some people will not have killed themselves. Some people will not have committed suicide. So if there is life, then what do we have? When there is life, there is option. When there is option, there is hope. What gives hope is not life. What gives hope is option. So the number of options that you have determines the size of your hope. I mean, the more options that you have in life, the more hopeful you will be in life. So, when there is life, there is option. When there is option, there is hope. So, what do you want to do? You want to increase your option. And that's what freedom lifestyle is all about. Increasing your option. Increasing your option. The more options that you have, the more hopeful you shall be. The more options that you have, the more hopeful you shall be. So you want to get to that point where you can increase your financial options. That means money comes into your life in different mediums. Even when you are sleeping, money comes to you. When your lifestyle is being funded by assets that you have created, not necessarily the things that you are doing. So this is what happened to you. Now, you start working. There are colleagues of yours. There are people, and you are literally making money. So, for instance, in my industry, a lot of people don't emphasize freedom. They emphasize clouds. So what does that mean? They make money. They want to buy big cars. They are more or less trading their time for money. And everybody in life start by trading their time for money, including me. And either you like it or not, all your life, there will still be a level of work that you do that you'll be trading your time for money. But you don't want to make that the biggest deal of your life after a while. So, let me make it very, very practical to you. If you're emphasizing freedom, and if freedom is your emphasis, not just comfort. Now, look at someone that is emphasizing comfort. He works in an organization, multinational. He earns in, let's say millions, 5 million a month. Because he emphasized freedom, this is what he's going to do. He's going to live in a big house. He's going to drive a bigger car. He's going to send his children to big school. He wants to look big in the sight of the people. Everybody looks at him and they look rich. Because earning big make you look rich. Earning big make you look rich. The moment you start earning more money, you feel that, in your brain there is a configuration going on there telling you that you are rich now. But no, that's an illusion of richness. That is, you begin to engage in the trapeze of wealth, and you begin to, you begin to buy things, you begin to show off, you begin to do all sort of things like that. You know what happened? Because your emphasis is comfort. You want to earn more money so that you can buy more toys. You want to earn more money so that you can drive different cars. You borrow against your salary because there is an option that you are going to earn a particular amount of money. So your emphasis is comfort. Now you are comfortable, but you are not free. You have to run the rat race. You remember? If you have not watched that before, there is a class we had last week called rat race versus the right race. So most people are in the rat race. That means, what does that metaphor of that means? You wake up in the morning, you work 30 days, make one pay, and 30 days make one pay. You spend the pay on your comfort and go back again to get another pay and use it to pay for your comfort. So you are in that circle, and it is a endless circle, and you continue in that circle. Your siblings, your family members, they see that you are earning money. So everybody feel, uncle, brother, sister is making some money. And then you don't want to fold their hands. You pull some of the money back to them. At the end of the day, you are just on a movement, but you're going nowhere. You ain't going anywhere. And you are just going in a circle. It's called vicious circle. It's called poverty circle. It's called struggling circle. So what happened? You were making big income but no asset. You are making big income but no asset. You are making big income but no asset. So you emphasize the income. You use your strength on the income. You're looking for another job right away. If I could just get another job, I heard that another company is paying more. But the emphasis of your another job is not necessarily to be free, it's just to be comfortable. And your comfort has become so unknown to you that comfort zone is not where we reside in. We don't reside in comfort zone. We can rest there, but we don't reside there. There are some moments in your life you just need some level of comfort, but the comfort zone should not be your emphasis in life. Comfort should be the byproduct of your emphasis. It shouldn't be your emphasis. Now, so you get the money. You now begin to look at your life. What are you really working for? Security, comfort, or freedom? You need to own your freedom, and until you own your freedom, you won't go pay for it. And most people, they work for Friday. They work for Friday. So that's why on Thursday they are so excited for Friday. What do you think is the emphasis of such people? Comfort. They are working for Friday. They want to chill. Saturday, they don't go into work. What is the emphasis of that person? Comfort. Some people just work to pay the bill. They just want to get by. What's the emphasis? Security. But there's some people, there are few set of people that don't work for comfort, they don't work for Friday, they work for freedom. I want you to put it in the comment section. I don't work for Friday, I work for freedom. I don't work for Friday, I work for freedom. I don't work for Friday, I work for freedom. I don't work for Friday, I work for freedom. Because that's what happened to a lot of people. They're working for Friday. It's the comfort. So on Thursday, on Friday morning, when they get to work, they're excited. You can see them. You can see they're so excited. Wow, it's Friday. It's Friday. And that's why they say, thank God it's Friday. Why not thank God it's Monday? Why not thank God it's Tuesday? Why not thank God it's Wednesday? Why not thank God it's Thursday? Why not thank God for every day? Why just Friday? Because unknown to a lot of people, that weekend was less than 100 years old. Weekend was created so that people can use the money they have made for comfort. People can use the money they have made for comfort. Before it was passed in American Parliament by being funded by Henry Ford that people should take Saturday off work, guess what happened? People do work Monday to Saturday. But Henry Ford started producing cars, and as a result of that, people don't have time to drive the car, let alone buying the car. So what happened to them? They're making money, so they have to influence, they have to lobby for law to be passed that people can take Saturday off. And the more people take the Saturday off, the more time they have to come check the car. And the more they check the car, the more they buy the car. Have you not noticed that you spend more money on weekend? Why do you do that? Because comfort takes money. All right? Comfort takes money. Comfort takes money. So if your comfort takes money, you work for Monday to Friday to blow the money Saturday and Sunday. What happened to you? You are obsessed with comfort. The moment you understand that, you will realize that comfort is like an emotional cancer. Comfort is like an emotional cancer. If you reside there, it will hit you up gradually without knowing until you make your life redundant. Comfort is emotional cancer that if you reside there, it will hit your life up gradually without knowing until your life becomes redundant. So, you don't want to emphasize comfort in your life. You want comfort to be a byproduct of how you have lived your life. Because if you truly live your life for freedom, you will be comfortable. But the comfort will not be your emphasis in life. Now, let's look at this and look at your life. You are earning money. You have been making money. You want to make more money. But what are you making the money for? Are you making the money? In the world of comfort, you make money. You use your time to make money. Now, when you use your time to make money, what do you do with the money that you have made with your time? Because time is superior to money. Time is not money. Now, you have heard this song before. Time na money, time na money. Time na money, eh? Time na money. But the truth is, time is not money. Time creates money, but time is not money. You can use time to create money, but time is not money. Time is superior to money. Now, if time is superior to money, I would like to use a lesser time to make more money. Oh God, how do I explain this to you? Now, this is it. If something is of an higher value, you don't use something of an higher value to buy a lower value. Yeah. You don't use something of an higher value to buy a lower value. That is pure trade. It is an inferior trading. You cannot use something of an higher value to be trading for something of a lower value, and that is what you do for the rest of your life. No, that's wrong. If you want to own your freedom, you must understand that the first recipe of freedom is time. Time is a recipe of wisdom, of freedom. If you want to be free, if you want to create a freedom lifestyle, you must understand that time is not money. Time is superior to money. So time is not money. Time is superior to money. So if I'm using time, look at it. This is when people realize someone is sick and the person has been declared that he's going to die, and the person has $2 million, or let's say 800 million naira, 1 billion naira, 2 billion naira in his bank account. But the doctor said, we're sorry, this man is going to die. But we have found out certainly he can live if we can get 1.5 billion now. If you can provide 1.5 billion, there is a cure to what he's going through. And this man has 2 billion. Do you know this man will be willing to drop 1.5 billion out of the money to buy back time? Because what he's buying is time. Now, that means that moment, that critical moment, is when some people come to the understanding that time is superior to money. But he has 2 billion. Now they said that if you can bring 1.5 billion, it could buy back time. And this man is willing to take 1.5 billion out of his 2 billion and drop it so that he can buy back his time. Now this is it. Somebody says, oh, I'm going to give you 1 billion naira today. And say, how many of you want 1 billion naira today? And everybody on this live call says, I want 1 billion naira today. And then the next question comes. That if you have 1 billion naira today, when you go to bed, you're not going to wake up tomorrow. The question is, how many people still want 1 billion naira today? It suddenly occurred to you that your time is more superior to money. So, if your time is more superior to money, do you think you want to spend a lot of time to make that little amount of money you are making? No. That means if you're spending a lot of time to make that little amount of money you are making, guess what you are doing? You are not earning a living. You are earning a dying. Because there's a thin line between earning a living and earning a killing. That means you are dying for every money you earn because you are not having any expression in life because you have not owned your freedom. If you have to spend your time, if you have to sell time for money, you want to make a big amount of money with a short period of time. That should be your emphasis. So how can I make more money? How can I turn my yearly income to my monthly income? Because time is more superior to money. If time is far superior to money, I should use less time to make more money. But this is what happened to most people. They are using a lot of time to make more money. You are using what is superior to buy what is not. And then they are giving you a lesser of what is not superior and taking a large portion of what is superior to you. Now, if you get this, you begin to get what freedom is all about. My work, my mission, my obsession is to show you how to buy back your time. Because the moment you know how to buy back your time, and you see, it has nothing to do with you not having a job or you not stop working in an organization. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just telling you to begin to change your emphasis, because emphasis determines approach. You will approach your work. Did you know some of you that work in different organizations, what you're doing for 8 hours a day, you can do it for 2 hours. Because your emphasis have been focusing on being busy, not being productive. The moment your emphasis comes to being productive, you will realize that you can collapse time. Because freedom loves speed. Freedom loves speed. You want to collapse time. You want to be able to do much more in less time. Something was said about a man called Jesus the Christ. And in the chronological order of his name, it was said that he was on the face of the earth for 33 years. And in 33 years, he created the biggest invention that could ever happen to human. He brought about the salvation of human soul in 33 years. What did he do? He collapsed time. What would have been for eternity was done in 33 years. How did that happen? It collapsed time. Because freedom loves speed. Freedom engages time. How can you make more money in less time? Now, who is richer? Who is richer? Someone that makes 1 million naira in a month, and someone that makes 1 million naira in 5 days. Who is richer? Remember, both of them make 1 million. Put it in the comment. Who is richer? The person that make 1 million naira in 30 days, or the person that make 1 million naira in 5 days? Both of them make 1 million naira. So who is richer among both of them? Who is richer? So the person that is richer is the person that makes money in less time. So there are two kinds of money. There is absolute money. All right? There is absolute money and there is relative money. What does that mean? Or you can call it absolute income and relative income. Now, what is relative income? Relative income means I am measuring my money based on time. Because there are two similarities between wealth and health. Both health, thank you very much. Thank you for the response. Thank you for the response. I love that. I love that. There are two similarities between health and wealth. Two similarities. What is the similarity between health and wealth? It's time. When you say how wealthy you are is dependent on your wealth ratio. It means that how long can you go? How long can you go? How long can you go? Being wealthy is measured by time. So if I say, oh, Mr. Larry is wealthy, Mr. Kunle is wealthy, Mr. Dioye is wealthy, Collis is wealthy, and I looked at this and I said, oh, Celestina is wealthy. Now, how do you measure wealth? A lot of people try to look at wealth from the absolute point. This guy has 100 million in his bank account. This guy has 10 million, 1 billion in his bank account. But that's not how wealthy. That's not what truly measures how wealthy you are. That just shows how much you have in your bank account. How wealthy you are is measured by time. Because that's when they say how wealthy you are, and when they say how healthy you are, they are simply telling you how long you can live. Because your health determines how long you can live. Your wealth determines how long you can live without having to work for money. So, look at it. If every year, every month, you spend, your living expenses is 2 million, or let's say 1 million, and you have 100 million, and you're not going to work. It's only that 100 million that you have that will have to be funding your life. How wealthy you are. So your wealth is going to last for less than 10 years, not considering inflation. So that means if you spend at 1 million every month and you have 100 million that's going to be funding it, without considering inflation, you are going to, because in 1 year you will have spent 12 million. And in about 8 years, you will have completely, spent almost 100 million. That means you are wealthy for 9 years. That means your wealth is measured in 9 years. Now, how do you want to leave wealth, good inheritance for the next generation? If your wealth can only last you for 9 years and you are age of 41, it means that by the time you are 50 years old, you are broke. You have to go back to the rat race. And now this is the challenge with a lot of people. A lot of people aren't thinking about wealth. They're just thinking about money. So they're just thinking about the absolute money. So I have 100 million. Ooh, so I have 100 million. No, but now I'm not going to, you don't measure wealth that way. You measure wealth with time. You measure wealth with time. So time is what you use to measure wealth. So when you look at your freedom and you want to live life on your own terms, you are not just going to be interested in money. You are now going to start getting interested in money machines. You are not just going to be interested in cash. Don't mind that my name is Cash, but you are going to be interested in cash flow machines. So that means that income comes from labor, cash flow comes from asset. Oh, did you hear what I just said? Income comes from labor, cash flow comes from asset. I need you to put that in the comment section. Income comes from labor, cash flow comes from asset. Income comes from labor, cash flow comes from asset. Income comes from labor, cash flow comes from asset. So if you want to be free, you need to begin to have a different. The first recipe of freedom is time. All right? Time. How do you use your time? There was a king in Israel. He was wondering and he was praying. He said, teach me, Lord, to number my days that I may apply my heart to wisdom. In other words, the number of your days will be measured by the wisdom that governs it. The number of your days, the number of your wealth, how long you're going to be wealthy is going to be governed by the operating wisdom that your life is being governed by. What wisdom is governing your finances? Okay? So wisdom, income comes from labor. Cash flow comes from asset. Income comes from labor. Cash flow comes from asset. Income comes from labor. Cash flow comes from asset. It means that you have to learn how to take your income. So most people, if your life, you are not free, you are only living by comfort. If your life, no work, no pay. No work, no pay. That means the moment I'm not working, I'm not getting paid, that's not freedom, that is comfort. So what do you want to do with your pay? You want to start making your pay to pay you. You want to start understanding how to buy assets. This is how I do it in my life. So I take my income, I make sales, and then I take the income, I buy assets. I buy both leverage asset and lifestyle asset. So lifestyle asset. So I buy land and I buy apartment. I build apartment and then I earn money from them. I convert some of the land that I have bought. I convert them to cash and then I use them to create a cash flowing machine that begin to generate cash flow for me to fund my life. So today, my lifestyle, let's say, hypothetically, my lifestyle is 50 million a year, and I'm not going to pay for it with my neighbor anymore. So Freedom Lifestyle says that I'm going to be paying for it with my asset. One of my assets gives me about 16 million rental values every single year. And it's going to give me that forever. I don't manage the asset. I have a company that manages the entire asset. I have an asset that gives me 15 million in cash flow every single year. I don't manage the asset. And, so I know what my life is, and I begin to build asset that can finance the life. So as I earn the money, I'm taking part of this money. You are buying land. You begin to turn it over. You follow the compare strategy. You begin to buy the land that can surely make you more money. And because what? Because you have Freedom Lifestyle is a plan. I say to you, if anyone is earning money, especially if you're earning more income. If you follow the freedom lifestyle plan, in 5 to 7 years, you should be free forever. It doesn't mean you stop working. You will enter into the mini retirement zone, or what I call functional retirement. And that means that you are now living lives on your own terms. Nobody threatens you. I once worked with a guy, and I'm not going to mention his name. I once worked with a guy that works in an organization. And I can mention the organization name, The guy works in this organization. Is a petroleum company. And he worked there. And he was working in this organization like all other of his mates. I got to meet him because I was selling product. I was helping them to acquire a particular asset at that time. This was about 14 years ago. And guess what happened? This guy was making money. And as he was making money like his friend's emphases were comfort. So they were buying new cars. Companies would come around and give them loan for a new car. And you see, these companies are doing well because they are literally making money from their own ignorance. And it's fine. But this is what this guy is doing. He's driving one car. He doesn't have couple of stuff. He has a couple of jeans that he put on and chinos pants because of the kind of work that he does. He's always at some of this stuff in Apapa and all of that. And guess what happened? This gentleman was buying asset. He was buying land. He was buying houses. He was buying buildings, turning them to hotels, turning them to different things. And after a while, it's like there was a windfall of money. They were making a lot of money in that organization at that time. They were having different perks and different tips that coming to them. Government, it was giving them a lot of things at the time. But this man was busy. He was driving one truck, I can remember. And every time we were talking, he was telling me, Tadi, I don't know why my friends are not buying. I don't know why my colleagues are not buying this land you are offering them. I don't know why they are not doing this. Tadi, look at what I bought. Look at the house I just finished building. And he was doing this. In the course of that, he told me one day that, Tadi, right now, I don't have to work in this place anymore. My lifestyle is being funded. What I want, my assets can fund it. I earn this money to be able to create more assets so that it's beyond my lifestyle right now. So that I can even change my lifestyle. Now, some of his friends, and at a point, the perks and all of the stuff they were getting started reducing. But this guy's life was not reducing because he knew that freedom lifestyle is a plan. And he knew the plan. And he knew where he was on the map. And he has a blueprint and a playbook to help him to get to where he's going. And so, different people were working in different organizations, just like you today. And working in an organization, you see, you and your colleagues are not necessarily on the same level. Some people, everybody sees everybody. Some people just want comfort. But some people are planning for their freedom because they know that freedom is a plan. They know that freedom is a plan. They know that freedom is a plan. And no one is going to do that for you but you. So, you need to know that. You need to know that freedom is a plan. So is it your emphasis? So it shows in the way that you live life. You can plan for things. You can, you see, I love some level of vanity. But this is what I do, and this is how I live my life. I create assets that can fund my vanity. I want to drive range. I will create asset that can buy me range. I'm not going to take my income to go and buy range. I'm going to take the income to buy asset that will produce cash flow, and over time, the proceed from the cash flow can buy me range. Thank you. Yeah, commitment is a plan too. Just like freedom lifestyle. You see, you have to be committed to your freedom lifestyle. Because you know you want to be free. You want to collapse time. Time is more important than money. And you need both. You need both time and you need money. And you don't want both of them. You don't want your money to be dependent on your time. So you are literally buying things that can buy you freedom. Because I say to people, you can buy freedom if you know where to shop for it. And one of the fundamental places to shop for freedom is to have an asset addict mindset. And what does that mean? It means that you are asset addict. You know that your life has to be funded by assets, so you take part of your income to buy asset. Because income comes from labor, cash flow comes from asset. So you want cash flow. You want to turn your income to cash flow. And for you to have cash flow, you must have asset that is predictable, that is consistent, and it's perpetual. So you want to have this 3 dimension of things, but it goes. So why do you want to increase your income? You want to increase your income so that you can take part of the income and begin to store them, so that after a while you can begin to buy assets with it, and the asset begin to produce more cash flow for you, that after a while you generate some income from it, and you create your wealth cycle. A lot of people have lifestyle, but they don't have a wealth style. A wealth style that can fund the lifestyle. Because ultimately, your lifestyle should be funded by your wealth style. So what is generating the money? What are you converting your money to that can create more money for you even when you are not there? So you need to understand that you need to own freedom. So the first thing is that freedom lifestyle is a plan. The second thing is that you must have a freedom lifestyle number. You must have a freedom lifestyle number. If you want to own your freedom, you must have a freedom lifestyle number. And you see, this is where many people get it twisted, because they don't know the number. You can't create wonders without numbers. You need to travel to your wonderland. You need to travel to your numberland. What does numberland means? Let me give you a rough sketch. Let's say your yearly your wealth style should be funding your lifestyle. Your wealth style should fund your lifestyle. So let's say in a year, you're a very conservative person. I'm projecting with inflation. In the next 5 years, your lifestyle should be 30 million a year. Or let's say 40 million a year. And so some people, it can be 100 million. It doesn't matter. It depends on you and your taste. So let's even go crazy. Let's say your lifestyle every year, it's 70 million. That's your lifestyle. That's what your lifestyle, the lifestyle that you want. You need 70 million to pay for it. So if the lifestyle that you have needs 70 million to pay for it, there are 2 ways you can go about it. Somebody will go get a job. You want to change his job. You want to change his job and get 70 million. And you want to hustle and just get 70 million to pay for it, because you want to send your children to an higher school. You want to send your children to a better school. And so you have this 70 million naira plan. You want to have a higher standard of living. So you are looking for more jobs. You are looking for more different things. But guess what happened? Isn't that how people live in some of our Western world? They combine jobs. They don't even have time to live anymore. The little time they have, they will just knock themselves down, and sleep off. Because what else is remaining in life but to sleep? Because they have spent all day working for money. But this is what happened. Let's look at your freedom lifestyle number. Let's say your number, for you, your number could just be 20 million naira a year. So I created a plan for a guy one time. And we're looking at how you can generate 20 million naira a year by borrowing properties. And we look at the properties he has to borrow. Each of the building have to give him average of 1 million. If a building gives him, if a unit of apartment gives him an average of 1 million in rent, it means that if his lifestyle is just 20 million a year, he just needs 20 of such apartment to give him. And he said that I don't have money. So I taught him, which is some of the things I wrote in my book, The Real Estate Cash Flow Machine. All right. Yeah. In this book, The Real Estate Cash Flow Machine, I explain how to borrow properties to fund your lifestyle. I wrote it here. And I started showing him how to borrow properties that does not belong to him. And he started the journey. And in space of 3 to 4 years, he was able to create about 30 million. Now, that 30 million, that property is going to be in his custody for the next 15 to 20 years, cumulatively. It means that in 15 to 20 years, it's going to be earning an average of 20 million from the property, 30 million, removing 5% of management fee and 5% of management and maintenance fee. So he's going to take 10% out of the 30 million every year. So he's going to have 27 million. So an inflation rate, that means every 2 years he can increase the rent depending on the agreement. Guess what happened? He was still working. He's earning salary. But in the course of 4 to 4 years and a half, he was able to create freedom level for himself, that he was willing to ascend to the next level. It's not that deep. It's just your emphasis. So, somebody walked into my office yesterday. He's quite a well-known guy in the city today. And he bought some properties a few years ago. And he followed the compel strategy. He bought a property for 6 million or 6.5. And he was liquidating the property a few days ago for about 13 to 14 million. Now he's taking this money to buy another level of property because he's on a journey to freedom. He's on a journey to freedom. A property he bought about a year ago, he has been able to make almost 100% of the money, and is multiplying the money into another asset. Is multiplying it. Is creating freedom. His emphasis is now freedom. So that guy borrowed the property, and guess what happened? He was shocked. He thought it was a dream. I have a friend of mine right now. He's one of my students and he's doing well. He works in a civil servant. He's a civil servant. And today, because of learning this model, as at the last time I checked, he has been able to create 20 million naira passive income from asset. That he doesn't need to wake up any morning, any day anymore to go to work. 20 million is going to come to him. He owns a couple of hostels here and there that students pay for, and then he can generate 20 million in a year. I believe his next goal is to move the 20 million to 70 million. And he's going to move it to 100 to 200 million. So he's no more living on freedom, he's now living on financial abundance. Because that is the ultimate goal, to get to the point of abundance. Because in the point of abundance, your dream is to help other people achieve their dream. Financial freedom help you to fund your dream. Financial abundance, your dream in financial abundance is to help other people fund their dream, because your dream has already been taken care of. And there are few people in their lifetime that get to that point where they have excess of money, a pile of money. So people go into the billionaire pledge, and they took the money that they've created and they use it to fund other people's dream. That's financial abundance. Is the highest level of wealth. So let me run you through down the 5 levels of wealth. The lowest level of wealth is financial stupidity. All right? It's financial stupidity. There are 5 levels of wealth. The lowest level of wealth is financial stupidity. It's at the bottom. What does it mean to be financially stupid? Financial foolishness and financial stupidity is the same, because foolishness is a form of devourer that some people romance in their life, and it literally destroys them. Financial foolishness is to spend it all. I don't care how much you earn. If it's as little as 10,000 naira, if you earn 10,000 and you spend 10,000, you are financially foolish. And you may not know you are financially foolish, so you have not tapped into the first level. But the day you come to the consciousness that spending all that you earn, spending all that you have is foolishness, you have enjoyed the first level of wealth. You have come to that level where you are aware now. You have come to terms with it that I'm foolish. Because until you are aware, you cannot change. Until you observe yourself, you cannot transform yourself. So financial foolishness is the lowest level of wealth, and you must come to that point where you acknowledge that you are financially stupid. How do you know? How do you carry out the financial stupidity test? By checking yourself. If I make 100 million, if I make 1 million, and I spent 1 million, I am financially foolish. If I earn 200,000 and I spend 200,000, I am financially stupid. Now, someone is going to say this. Oh, Thady, my needs are much. That's why you're going to be continuously in need. Because until you acknowledge that spending it all will never make you to have it all. Spending it all will never make you to have it all. And spending it all will keep you in perpetual struggle. So never spend it all. This is the law. The law says, to him that have, more shall be given. To him that do not have, that which he has shall be taken away from him. Abundance does not come to emptiness. Abundance needs something. Emptiness cannot be multiplied. If you spend it all, you can never have it all. So what that means is the lowest level of wealth is financial stupidity. And what does that mean? It means that you spend it all. But how do you come out of that? Acknowledge it and then become disciplined. We don't save to create abundance. We save to create discipline. Because discipline is required for abundance. The purpose of saving is not to be rich. Because saving cannot make you rich. Saving can make you invest. So savers are investors. They are not necessarily losers. If you save for saving's sake, you lose. But if you save to invest, you win. So what that means is that savers end up being lenders. Because you can't lend if you don't save. So what do you mean? The lowest level is financial foolishness. The next one is financial stability. So financial stupidity, then financial stability. What does financial stability means? Financial stability is very important. You can carry out your financial stability test. It's very, very simple. If something happened, during COVID, something was revealed to all of us, but most of us did not pay attention to it. Our financial stability test was carried out on an emergency level. If something happened and you can't go to work in the next, how long can you not go to work and your basic bills will be paid? That shows how financially stable you are. Now, I did not say your paparazzi and your vanity will be funded. If you don't have to work, if something happened to you and you have to be on a sick bay for how long can your basic bill be paid? If your basic bill can only be paid for 30 days, it means that your financial stability is only 30 days. What do you want to do in life? You want to keep increasing your financial stability base. You want to get to your finance. So during COVID, in less than 2 weeks, a lot of people have started saying, "Oh, can I get urgent 2K there? Can I get urgent 2K there? A lot of people have started entering into panic because you know what? They only live 30 days, make one pay. Every 30 days they need a pay to pay their bills. But now the COVID and we are being asked to stay back home is revealing their financial stability. It's showing how financially stable you are. But a lot of people have forgotten that lesson so quick. They are working, and because they are still earning every 30 days, it looks as if they are fine. But check on their financial stability and you realize that they are not financially stable. Financial stability does not mean you earn money. Financial stability is tested when you don't have to work, something happens and your basic bill can still pay it. How financially stable you are will be measured by how long those basic bills can be paid without you working. People, if it's not you, some of your colleagues after 30 days they're already asking you for money and say, "Can you just borrow me 10K, 20K till next month?" Number one, never spend it all. Number two, always plan for your basic needs. Because there's a thin line between taking risks and putting your life at risk. So you need to understand that you always plan for your basic needs. If this video is helping you, have you put the names of the people in the comment section? Share this video. Let more people Let more people see it. Let more people see it. And if you have not gotten this book, guys, you need to get it. You need to get this book. All right? Shut up and collect the money. Close or lose. The money code. And stay hungry, go starving. All right? Get it. Get it. Get it. Woo. You need to get it because these are the books. You need to get it. Okay? If you have not gotten it, and guess what happened? There is an offer on it for you. If you have not. If you have not, there's an offer on it for you. These 4 books cost what? 28,000. Rather than getting it for 28,000, and I'm going to also add another ebook version to it, follow up or follow up. How to follow up on your ideas, how to follow up on your concept, how to follow up on your client, how to follow up on what matters to you. So that entire book makes 35,000. But instead of giving me 35,000, you're going to give it to me. I'm going to give it for you for 20,000. But that's not all. I'm also going to add you to my Big Money Moves letter. That letter is worth 30,000 yearly on a subscription base. But guess what happened? I'm going to give it for free. I'm going to be sharing things with you. And for people that have been receiving my mail, guess what happened? I share concept with them, how I'm funding my life, the things that I'm buying them. All right. I love toys. How do I get the toys? What is paying for them? And how you can duplicate the same. I show you where the money is found. I show you how you can make more money. I show you the things that are working. And you know, that is what 30,000 yearly. And I'm going to add it for you for free. That makes it 65,000, but that's not all. In December, I'm going to be having a program called How to Win the Big Money Game in 2024. And that program is worth 100,000. For getting this volume of book today, guess what happened? I'm going to give you a ticket to that program for free. Guess what happened? You don't want to miss this. I'm giving you 165,000 for 20,000 naira. So, what does financial freedom? What does freedom lifestyle cost? Only cost you 20,000. It's not free. It only costs you 20K. So today, you want to invest 20K into your life. If you're watching this video, you're watching this section, guess what happened? Some of the things I'm sharing with you, you can find some of them in some of those books where I table it, how to develop the levels of wealth and how to take charge of your personal economy. You see, this book alone will worth a value of the entire book. Because if you read this book and begin to take charge of your personal economy, you are going to be a lord and the governor of your own economy. And so these 4 books is for you. Just put it in the comment section. I said I want it. One of my team members is going to get to you on it and you're going to take hold of it. So this is it. Don't miss out on this book. Don't miss out on this book. There's one of the books, you know, Stay Hungry, Go Starving. How to win in the midst of challenges. How to bounce back from things that are weighing you down. Guess what happened? At the age of 27, I made $1 million. Before I was 30, I lost almost 500 million naira. And guess what happened? I was able to bounce back from those challenges because I learned how to stay hungry or go starving. I learned how to develop a muscle habit to be able to do this. And this is what I'm showing you in these 4 books. This book is going to literally change your life. Yeah, I share with you the rooftop strategy. The rooftop strategy, how to break into. I said there is no saturated market, there are only saturated methods. So what you need to do is to find a way. And I show you how I did it and other people how you can do it. You don't want to miss out on this. Some of you want to get this book as a gift for someone. You know, you want to get this book as a gift for someone today. 20,000, someone that matters to you. You can get this for them today. All right. So that's very important. So as I was saying, for you to own your freedom, you need to understand the 4 levels of wealth. The lowest level is financial foolishness. The next level is financial stability. How financially stable are you? And after then, you move to financial security. Okay, so what's the difference between financial security and financial stability? Financial security means that you have built assets that can fund your basic lifestyle. Now, look at it. Financial stability means that you have savings that can fund your basic lifestyle for a while. Financial security means that you have built asset that can replace your sweat to fund your basic lifestyle. So we can say that, so if your lifestyle every month is 2 million naira, it means that you have an asset that can fund you for 2 million naira a month, basic. If your basic lifestyle is 1 million, that means you have an asset that can fund your basic lifestyle for $1 million every single month. Guess what happened? That is financial security. So you want to test on your financial security level. How financially secured are you? How financially secured are you? Financial security is different from financial freedom. So what is financial freedom? Financial freedom is when your asset can fund your dream lifestyle. All right? That means the lifestyle that you want. You want to travel 3 times a year. You want to be able to do this. You know, Celestina, you have to get the offer. You have to get the books. You know, right? So the offers comes with a package of the books. You know, and it could just be an amazing thing for you to give somebody a part of the book. You know, you can help someone. You can show someone the way. But by coming for the book, the 20,000 naira package, you're going to have access to all of the things that I'm giving to you today. You see, if you come into my study. Right now, there is a book I have on my table. It's a very crazy book, as it were. Lesson for turning crisis into opportunity is Toyota on the fire. And I have some books in my study here that there are a couple of them. I have books that are not one. I remember Mr. Hales Yenacho walking to my library the other day, and he picked each copies of a book from me that he wanted to read because he saw that I have series, 2 copies each of those books, and that's what happens. So you can get this bundle. Just get this bundle, Celestina. Get it, and it's going to be awesome for you. It's not bad to have copies of 30 in your study. 2 of them until you find a way to use it. All right, so you're going to get across to you, and we're going to give you the details on how you can get it. So now this will happen. You need to understand that there is financial security. There is financial security. And so how financially secure are you? And then there is financial freedom. Financial freedom. And then there is financial abundance. Financial abundance is where it's no more about your dream, but you can fund the dream of others. You see, that's what I want to get to in my life. I want to get to financial abundance. I want to be able to, I've been able to do certain things at the level of financial freedom, but I want to get to abundance, where I can help a whole place. I can help a whole community. I can help thousands and thousands of people to find a dream in life. Okay, so you need to now begin to ask yourself, where am I? Now, the challenge with a lot of people is that they don't understand these things. They don't understand these levels of wealth. I call it the levels of wealth. So the moment you understand this, you will find that you want to do what is written on my clothes: high income, big asset. You want to be able to increase your income and increase your asset. At a point, your life funding will not be dependent on your labor. It will be dependent on your asset. Because when your asset fund your life, when you start making money when you are sleeping and start spending it when you are awake, you know that you are free. Because if you can make money when you are asleep and spend it when you are awake, you are free. So you want to be able to do that. And so you realize that today you are working, you are making money from your job. Don't be carried away. Begin to invest in your freedom. Begin to invest in your freedom. Begin to look at it. So the first thing in your freedom as a recipe is time. The second thing is income. So you want to create more income. You want to create more income. You want to create more income, because this income, after a while, you are asking yourself, you want your income to come from asset, which is cash flow now. You don't want it to come from your sweat. No, you are still working. I don't want you to be idle in life, because idleness is bad. Idleness makes you miss your mark. You want to be active in life, but you want to be active doing what excites your soul. You want to be active doing things that do not drain your energy. It may be the work that you are doing now, but the meaning has changed. You are not doing it for a different reason. You're not doing it the way you used to do it before. You're not doing it depending on 30 days make one pay. You're not. You still get the pay, but your life has gone beyond that. So the wealthy people make money when they are asleep and spend it when they are awake. The broke makes money when they are awake and spend it when they are sleeping. Because you see, you live in a house where you are paying rent. Do you know every day you go to bed and you sleep, the rent is counted? So your landlord is making money when he's sleeping, and you are making money, you are spending money when you are sleeping. It's either you make money when you are asleep or you spend money when you are asleep. You have to be either of the two. The new rich people makes money when they are asleep. The people that are not rich make money, spend money when they are asleep. Now the question, you want to make sure that the money you make when you are asleep is more than the money you spend when you are asleep. So if you can make more money when you are asleep than the money you spend when you are asleep, you are rich. So what do you want to do? You want to change your emphasis. You want to hone your freedom. And then the third thing that happened to you is your mobility, your ability to live your life. So you have time, you have income, and you can live your life at your own pace. You can travel to different parts of the world, and you know that you are not restricted because you have created freedom. So your journey to freedom begins from this. Number one is freedom lifestyle plan. Number two is freedom lifestyle number. So you need to know your number. And before I was explaining the level of wealth to you, I was talking about numbers. So what does number mean? The freedom lifestyle number goes this way. It means that if your monthly expenses is, let's say, 2 million. If your monthly expenses is 2 million, you want to ask yourself today, that's your monthly expenses, 2 million. So that means your freedom number, the freedom number today, your freedom lifestyle number today will be a 2 million that is generated from asset. Then you will now go to the third plan, which is freedom lifestyle gap. Out of this 2 million that your lifestyle is needed every month, how much of it do you generate from asset and from sweat? Now that's what I call freedom lifestyle gap. It is the gap. You need to know the gap. You see, the gap is what you need to feel. The reason why most people take buying asset and learning how to invest in a freedom lifestyle way is I have this group of people. It's called Fleets. It's a different group. It's a different tribe entirely that I have. It's called Fleet. It's Freedom Lifestyle Investors Tribe. All right. And what happened? And then these people, they come into my community. And what I do, they subscribe. Their membership is a paid membership. And just like some of the things I share with my people in the big money moves, in a larger scale, I show people once a week, twice a month. I have communities where I show them, how to be able to work all of these plans into their life. And so people invest about $250,000 annually to be part of my tribe. It's called Fleet, F-L-I-T, Freedom Lifestyle Investors Tribe. So what I do there is that I show you the part of the freedom that I'm living on every single day. If you are the kind of person you are interested, it's not compulsory. But if you think that freedom is an obsession for you and you want to be part of that place, all right, you can private chat me and you can say I want, and if you put it as I want to be part of Fleet, F-L-I-T. We're gonna check you out and see whether you are qualified for it. And if you are qualified, it's not about your money, it's about whether you are qualified. There are things that we check out on we call it the Freedom Lifestyle Investors Checklist. We have to know whether you are qualified for it. And it's not dependent on how much you are making right now. It's just dependent on how serious and how committed are you to want to be free. It's an investment of $250,000 annually to renew your membership with us. But I can tell you, if you come to Fleet and you practice what I share with you consistently, I expose you to bigger things, even with my inner circle, and say you can be free within a short period of time. But that's by the way. So this is it. You then begin to learn something. So you want to know the gap that you are. So if 2 million, now maybe today, your lifestyle is 1 million every month, and the 1 million is generated by your earnings, the sales that you make. So you still have to sell your time. Therefore, you know that the gap is 0 to 10. Now you need to start working. Or let's say for you, you have a building that gives you, let's say, 400,000 and 300,000, and then your expenses is 1 million a month, and therefore the gap is 7. It's 3:7. That means 70% of your money still come from your sweat. You want to see how you can close that gap. So it's about the gap. is about the gap. And then the last one is what I call the freedom lifestyle blueprint. That means you have to develop a blueprint and the playbook that say that, okay, this I'm going to play this game. This is what I'm going to do. So that's what I did. So this is my playbook. My playbook is that I buy land using the compare strategy, the land that will make you money for sure. And if you come to me, if you buy land through what I recommend for anyone, you are sure that that land has gone through compare strategy test. So that means that goes that way. And then after a while, some of the land will be sold. I take some of the money from the land. I then buy an apartment. So the land gives me a leverage cash flow. The apartment gives me a lifestyle cash flow. So the combination of this thing is what gives me what I call my legacy cash flow. That's what I'm going to leave behind for the generation yet unborn. Now look at this model. The model is what I practice. I live in it day in, day out. That's the way I go about my life, because there must be a blueprint that must deliver my plan. So most time, a lot of people don't have this. So you need to know where you are on your freedom lifestyle plan. You need to know your freedom lifestyle number. You need to know your freedom lifestyle, you need to know the number, you need to know the gap, and then you need to have the playbook. And lastly, you need to have a freedom lifestyle date. What does that mean? It means that you want to have a date. It could just be your birthday. You could say 10th of August 2027. You are going to be financially free. That means you are going to have a freedom lifestyle. It means that moment you will get to a point I call the DIP. What does DIP means? Deep. What is deep? Deep means damn it position. You want to choose a date when you get to your damn it position. That is the date where you don't have to work again. You only choose to work. You don't have to work again to fund your life. You don't have to work again you don't have to you are not working for money anymore. And how fast you can get to deep determine how deep your life will be. All right, so the point is, you want to get to all of these things, but you can't get there without owning your freedom. You can't get there without accepting that freedom is your responsibility. And the purpose of life is freedom. Why live in this life without freedom? Why live in this life worried about how to do things every single day? Don't just work for money. Money is just a representative for the freedom. So I'm not working for money. I'm working for freedom. I don't work for Friday. I work for freedom. The reason why I do everything that I do is about freedom, not just about the work. So freedom is the calling for me. Freedom is the deal. So the recipe for freedom is living my life on my own terms, mobility. I want to be free without hurting anyone. I need more time. I need more income. So these are the recipes that will be able to fund my freedom lifestyle. You want to travel. Some of you, what excites your soul is you want to do research. Some of you just want to help teenagers. You want to help young people. Some of you want to spend more time praying for all the people. You want to spend more time speaking to people. Either they pay you or not, you just want to help them. It excites your soul. But guess what happened? You can do what excites your soul because your bill is crying for attention. So what do you want to do? You want to figure that out as soon as possible. And the only way you can figure that out is to make sure that your income, the larger part of your income, is coming from your asset. And when your income is coming from your asset, it becomes a cash flow. You want to make sure that your liabilities in life is being funded by the proceeds of your asset. That's where you can tolerate some toys. That's where you can buy some things. Some people are buying things right now from their sweat. You see, you're not meant to buy luxury from your sweat. Is that shocking to you? You're not meant to buy luxury from your sweat. You are meant to buy luxury from the proceeds of your asset. And that's why the lie has been lied to so many people. People are trying to sell you luxury and you're buying luxury from your sweat. And no wonder you are ending up in penury. Because people that buy luxury with their sweat end up in penury. But if you want to perpetuate luxury in your life, first build the asset that can fund your luxury. Because remember, whatever money buys, it takes money to maintain it. Whatever money buys, it takes money to maintain it. So the only way you can maintain what money buys is to build a money machine that can fund it. So if you first build a money machine that can fund what money buys. So, you're not meant to buy luxury from your labor. You are meant to buy luxury from your income producing asset. It's some of the proceeds of the income that should buy you a luxury so that you never stops. All right? Imagine that you have apartment that can generate 20 million for you every month. And this month, you can choose to blow away the 20 million this month because you're still going to get another 20 million next month. So if someone sees you blowing away the 20 million this month, guess what happened to them? They're going to think, oh, why is it wasting money? But you're not wasting money. You're just enjoying vanity. Because for you to really enjoy vanity, you need to have income producing equity. And the income producing equity have to be built over time to be able to fund your vanity. Life that is not, if you have not built equity, don't engage in too much luxury. Live your basic life, begin to build asset, because your asset is what must fund your luxury. The problem with a lot of people is that they get sold into the trapeze of wealth. They want to look rich rather than being rich. Getting paid make you look rich. Investing in assets make you wealthy. So the question you need to ask yourself is, do you want to be wealthy or you want to look rich? Do you want to be wealthy or you want to look rich? Do you want to be wealthy or you want to look rich? So if you want to be wealthy, you need to build assets that can fund you. So you need to look at your lifestyle. You need to look at the things that are peculiar to you and ask yourself, I want this thing. This is the challenge that most people have. They quickly want to rush to buy things without asking themselves these two questions. What do I truly want? This is what I want. Oh, fantastic. How can I build an asset that can fund this? I need to build an asset that can pay for it. Now, this is what happens. If I build an asset that pay for this thing, when I have paid for it, I still have the asset. So I paid for my lifestyle according to the income producing equity that I have created. So the income producing equity fund my life, and I still have the income producing equity to fund other things for me. But if you use your sweat to fund your luxury, you have to go back to sweating every single day. And if you have to write something down, this is it. By no strength shall no man be wealthy. By no strength shall no man be rich. Strength cannot make you rich. Strength can help you to build character by laboring. Working hard will not make you rich, but money working hard for you will make you wealthy. So you need to put all of these things in perspective today. And as you do that, that is how you own your freedom. In conclusion today, what is important to you? Security, comfort, or freedom? Now, these are the things that you need to consider, because if you begin to consider these things and put them in perspective and realizing that emphasis determines approach, guess what happened? Your life will begin to change. And that is what I've come to learn today. There's someone on your timeline that needs to learn this. Please do not hesitate to share it, because it's going to change somebody's life. Do not forget, if you have not signed up for these 4 amazing material, do that right away. The offer is closing. Do not hesitate. Learn how to be more persuasive. Learn how to get what you want. Learn how to get what you want. Close or lose. Learn how to stay up when things are down. Learn how to find your way around things. Stay hungry, go starving. All right? Learn how to take charge of your personal economy. Your personal economy, you can control it. This book is going to help you. Oh, the money code. Crack the code. Crack the code and build your own empire. You see, if you want to build an empire, you need to crack the money code, because it's very important that you have the key. This book shows you how I made my first $1 million before I was 28 years old, and the tools and the lessons and the tested guidelines that help me can help you, and you can apply them uniquely to your own life. This is what it is. These 4 books supposed to be 28,000, with another free gift I'm giving you for 8,000, supposed to be another 7,000, supposed to be 35,000. But instead of 35,000, you're going to get it for 20,000. Now, this book, you're not just going to get it for 20,000 alone. I'm going to add you to my email list, my newsletter, my letter called the Big Money Moves Letter. That letter is 30,000 per annum. I show you the code. I show you what I'm doing. I show you how you can apply my lessons, the mistake I made and the lessons I picked from them, how you can use that to create a shortcut in your life. Because remember, there is no shortcut in life, but there are shortcuts in life. And how do you find shortcut? It's from the experience of other people that they have turned to lessons and tested guidelines, and they are sharing it with you. You can use that to create a shortcut in your life. Wealthy people are always looking for shortcut, not shortcut. I want to show you the shortcut via my mails and how I'm working with my different investors, how I'm raising money for event, for business, and how you can do them in your own personal life. I share different stories with you. You don't need to have money to start, but you will need money to start. But it doesn't have to be your money. I show you all these tools, things I can't say here. I say it to you, my mail. And I'm going to give you that for free for the whole year. That makes it 65,000. And in December, I'm going to be running a show called How to Create a Big Money, How to Win the Big Money Game in 2024. That program is a ticket, is 100,000. But because you are picking this today, I'm making that offer to you. I'm giving you a free ticket, all right? And this is only going to cost you. Financial freedom is not free. It only costs you 20,000 right now. So what you want to do is to pick this right away, put it in the comment section that I want it. For you to qualify for all I've said, you need to buy the bundle. Like Celestina, just pick this 4 bundle, all right? And it's going to literally change your life, okay? It's going to literally change your life. So this is a game, and I'm so honored to be here with you today. Thank you. It's another day. I never planned to be this long here today because I had a long day, Yeah, there's short cough, not shortcut. That's it. Mr. Wale, there's short cough, not shortcut in life. And most people don't understand that. When you get a mentor, what you are getting is a short cough. When you follow the people that have gone ahead of you, what you are getting is a short cough. Winners look for short cough, not shortcut. And that's why many a time they pay to play, because paying to play show you the short cough. In economics, we call it a short cough ball. All right, there's what we call in economics a short cough ball. So you can find the short cough ball, and you're going to change your life with that. Because what is fatherly advice? Fatherly advice is not necessarily about your father. A fatherly advice may be given to you by someone that is younger than you, but have gone further in the things that you would like to go further in. Whatever advice that person gives you is called fatherly advice. And so, fatherly advice help you to play, help you to have what we call short cough. You need short cough in life, not shortcuts. So most people, because they don't learn how to go for short cough, they are sitting short cough, and then they get your life cut short. Because if you go for short, you're looking for shortcut, you cut your life short. But you don't look for shortcut. You look for short cough. It is wisdom that can give you short cough. All right? It is understanding that can give you short cough. And they are agents of understanding in life, people that have done what you would like to do. And that's what I'm representing to you right now. And that's why you don't want to mix all of these things. You don't want to meet this offer. A guy wanted to start investing in real estate, and he paid me. He joined my fleet. And when he joined my fleet, guess what happened? I have made the mistakes, the painful experience, and I've turned them to lessons and tested guidelines. And guess what happened? The guy was enjoying speed. In less than 4 years, he has achieved financial freedom that took people like 7, 8 years to get to. But guess what happened? He's able to do that because he's seek for the short cough. Learn to pay to play, because life is a game. You must play. And how you play matters. And who coach you on the game matters. And that's the way we are here today. So it's been awesome today. And it's a beautiful Sunday morning. Guess what? In the night economy, it's a beautiful Sunday morning. Thank you very much for joining me today. And I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. And do us a favor. Share this video as many times as you can. And for you that is just watching, and you have almost watched to the end as well, and you didn't join us to do the live class, guess what happened? When you have watched, put on it, #replay, and also share it. Because someone is on your timeline that need to see this, and it's going to change their life. Remember, being broke is a season. Remember, being rich is a season. And there's only one thing that changes your season. It is called insight. Insight changes your season. So the moment you get insight and you apply yourself to the insight, your season will change. Ladies and gentlemen, I was in a program. Before I go, let me give you a true testimonial. I was in a program yesterday, and it was where I went to speak about 3 weeks ago. And a guy was there and he was testifying. And he said, one of the things I share with them in the program is authority selling framework. I showed them how to build an authority. And the guy said he wanted to make a presentation to a set of investors. And he remembered what I shared with him and what I said I should do. And he decided to share the model in that style. And guess what happened to him? Because of what he did, he was able to close a deal worth about 70 million in less than 1 week, just applying the insight that he got. So his financial life changed because of that. Another guy walked up to me by the name of Godwin, and he told me that he was trying to work on with a client. And I remember how I shared with them that they should learn how to ask questions and the kind of thing they should ask. And because of what he did, the client was literally begging to buy from him. I've said this to you to impress on you, not to impress you, that insight changes season. And if the man of insight gives you insight, it shares his thought with you, and you apply it into your life, it's going to change your season. Remember, courage also changes your universe. So if you apply courage, your universe will change. And also remember that action sets you free. So what do you want to do today? Take action on the insight you have gotten. If you want to buy the property, go ahead and buy. If you want to do something with your life, go ahead and do it. Because your life, time waits for no man, and you can do so much with your life. Thank you very much, everyone. I'm so honored to have you. And like I've told you before, I love you. I'm showing up here today, every single day, because I love you. And I don't know what I'm showing up here for, but I know that someone live in the nearest day, you're going to meet me. Either at the airport, we meet in a program or something, and you're going to tell me how wealthy you have been because of how much of this you have been applying. I'm so honored. It's a privilege for me to be the one sharing you in this course. Thank you very much for being awake. If you have to win, you have to play big. Thank you, and good Lord bless you. Until I see you again, my name is Tade Cash. Peace, love, and cash flow. I will see you. Have a fantastic night. I love you. Bye.